Here are the mistakes I wish I had not made as a witch. If you don't know me, my name is Celeste Mott. I've been practicing magic for 20 years, and now I teach other people how to unlock their magic. But at one point, I too was a baby witch, and I did a lot of things wrong. When I was 22, I used magic to get my ex back. Big mistake. First of all, the ex in question was entirely not worth it. I think my ego was so bruised from being dumped after 2 months in the relationship that I just could not stand to lose. So I did a spell to get him back, and it worked, unfortunately. A couple of weeks after I did the spell, I was out at a goth club where this man also was. It was my birthday, if I recall correctly. I ran into him, and he was on a substance. We had a brief interaction. He was acting very strangely, and then I left. About 20 minutes after I left, I got a phone call from his friend asking me to come back and pick him up because he was freaking out. In my brain, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the magic working. Turned my car around and I went back to the golf club. All the way back to my house, he is talking about bugs crawling under his skin. He thinks he's been abducted by aliens. So he can see the layers of reality peeling back from the fabric of the universe like old paint on a hot day. And I'm still thinking, yay, this is what I wanted. To my house, his friend passes out on the couch and he and I stay awake all night while he sobs and tells me that I am the love of his life. Get back together, the spell has worked. Several weeks after that, I find out that he's still dating his other ex. He in fact has been sending the two of us the exact same text messages and pictures for the entirety of the time that we've been back together. She and I meet up in the middle of the night at a Fast Eddie's. It's kind of like Australian IHOP. And we plan a sting operation to catch him in the act. I invite him over to my house one night and she is hiding in my bedroom. Comes into the house, I take him into the bedroom, and then the two of us sit on my bed and say, "You have something you need to tell us?" He goes for the door. I've locked the door. He cannot leave. We all spend about 3 hours trying to get to the bottom of why he is such a lying liar who lies. If this wasn't emotionally scarring enough, at one point, she and he go outside my house to smoke a cigarette together. They're out there for a real long time. My nervous system is jacked at this point. I am freaking out. They come back inside. She tells me, "We're actually really tired. I'm gonna take him home." Which just makes sense because he lives closer to me. So I'm just gonna drive him home. They leave and I realize that I've just been broken up with again, I think, in arguably one of the worst ways possible. This story actually ends on a much darker note that I will not talk about on TikTok. Suffice to say, from that point on, he and I were no longer in contact. So yes, spells to get your ex back will work, but at what cost? This is but one of the many mistakes I have made as a witch. So if this story was entertaining to you or you want to learn how to not F it up, please give me a follow.